Hi everyone, live from Formnext again. I'm with Simon Duchesne, Chief Commercial Officer for DYZE Design. Simon, it's a pretty interesting story to how DYZE Design started. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. So we founded the company back in 2015, but before that, it started with a project, and that project was to print a drum, and one of the co-founder is a drummer, and he wanted to do some exotic shell, and one guy at that time told him, hey, you should look at 3D printing, it will let you print those organic shape. So Phil, the co-founder, he bought a 3D printer, but then he couldn't really make it happen. As he looked at the printer, he realized that the extrusion system at the core of the printer failed each time, so he started to re-engineer his own extrusion system.
Because certainly one of the trends I think here at Formnext is bigger and bigger machines. So of course people want big, but they want cheap as well. So how is DYZE Design? Could you show us a little bit about how you're addressing both going big and maybe it all starts in this magic chamber there?
Yes, so from that story up today, we've learned from our customer base and building those bigger and bigger machines in the last few years, we learned that they want to print really big parts faster but at a lower cost. So we decided that we would develop a pellet extruder. So basically we're using granulates, and when you make a filament, it's always start with pellets. So using that directly, you can cut your cost up by 10 times.
Yes, a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
So using the pellet directly here, and it's fed up pneumatically, and some magic happens around here. Can you explain what's going on here?
So when you use granulates, you cannot use a geared extruder like you do with filament. So in this case, where it comes from the injection molding process, where you use a screw. So basically, we have designed our own extrusion screw, and that screw is bringing down the melted material all the way down to the nozzle. And a system like that can push up to 2.5 kilograms of material per hour. So in that case, if you want to print really large parts, you can have it done and printed really much faster than with standard desktop extrusion system.
That's great. And here at Formnext, where can people find you, Simon?
So we're in all 12.1. Our booth number is G49.
Thanks very much.
Online, you can find us at http://www.DYZEDesign.com. So DYZE design.com.